Good morning, Madam Chairman, members of the committee. I certainly appreciate the invitation to be here today as we begin to work on a new day in Louisiana. And I want to emphasize again that the full structure of this package makes it dependent upon its entirety. However, I want to also offer you this. As you work through this legislative process, it does not mean that what is in front of you is ironclad, a concrete. If you have a way to achieve the same goals that we're all trying to get to, then we certainly are open to and want to talk to you about that. So believe you me, there is, in my opinion, flexibility in trying to get us to that particular path. That's the thing I appreciate the most about the legislative process. But again, we want the entire package. The people need the entire package and not a slice. It puts us at a pivotal moment and an opportunity to truly achieve something remarkable. And again, as I said yesterday, we don't have to believe that we're charting down a path where we don't know where we're going. All we have to do is look at the states next to us and see the amount of economic progress and the increase in the quality of life and the means income that those families are achieving right next to us. This tax code has basically remained unchanged since 1974. So it's clear that it's outdated, it's inefficient, and there are significant barriers to progress. And you all get an opportunity to fix that once and for all. It's a generational opportunity that we don't get quite often. And as I said yesterday, the tax code is one of the primary things that are holding us back. As I visit with businesses again and again, and stakeholders and investors from around the country who want to come to Louisiana because of a number of different attributes that our state has, they are consistently complaining or begrudging the complexity of navigating our tax code. So just think what we can bring to the state of Louisiana if we get this right. But again, the strength of this package lies in its comprehensive nature. And so the success depends upon embracing the entirety of its vision, not just bill by bill. The entire package is almost like one bill. This plan shifts the burden away from taxing the hard-working wage earners. It starts to broaden the base. It starts to say, look, we appreciate the hardworking people of this state, and they deserve a tax cut. Again, passing the entirety of this package, you will be able to go back home and look your constituents in the eyes, and you will be able to say that you enacted the largest tax cut in the history of this state. In addition to that, it will give you all the flexibility to be able to budget properly. Many of you, and certainly those, and I pick on poor Francis because he's been here since Abe, but Representative Rice has been in this building long enough to see the fights that were there. This building can be a place of enjoyable work, session after session, by unshackling the regulations and the laws that have basically handcuffed you all throughout the budget process. And then, of course, we start with proposing the 30% reduction in the personal income tax, bringing that tax from 4.25 to a flat 3%, eliminating the bottom bracket. That is extremely important. That means that the lowest wage earners are going to receive the biggest tax cut. We're going to give them the most relief. And it also places us, again, when you move into the sales tax area, as you broaden that particular base, I believe if we engage Louisiana inside of the new industrial South and crank up that economic engine, which Susan's here, and she'll tell you the amount of people that are calling, knocking on our door. As we bring and expand the businesses that are here, that only further gives us an opportunity to what we believe is eventually eliminate the personal income tax. Lowering the corporate income tax from 7.5 to 3.5 is huge for businesses. Eliminating the corporate franchise tax is what, every time I talk to business owners and they're like, well, what are y'all doing? Because I know you get it. It's hard for them to figure out what we're doing here. And I go through the litany and I say, we're lowering the personal income tax. We're lowering the corporate income tax. We're eliminating the corporate franchise tax. I mean, you see the smiles on their face. And so again, I would just implore you, as you go through each one of these bills, remember they are collectively tied to each other. And that when you pull a string out of one, you got to remember you're going to have to pull a string either out of another one or add a string to both. So again, Madam Chairman, I simply wanted to come and tell you how excited I am and to thank you all. Because as we've spoken to members, both in this chamber and the other, there seemed to be an excitement because the people in their constituencies are recognizing that the time for Louisiana to step up its game is now. Thank you so very much.